Hey YouTube world, it's me, Evelyn. Some of y'all have been watching me here on the internets since I was in college. I didn't go to Oxford. I got this shirt at Goodwill. And now that I sit before you as a whole 28-year-old woman, I can reach back into my mind's eye and give you, my college-bound internet cousins, a bit of advice. Do as we say, not as we do. Mistake number one. Hey, that you should avoid. I can't. I'm too American for it. Spending that loan refund check. You get a student loan, you feel me? It drops, pew, it pays your tuition, pew, it pays for your dorm, pew, pays for your books, and then they do something a little sinister. You got an extra $5,000. Baby girl, that is not just extra $5,000 sitting around for you to go to Punta Cana with. That is not extra money. Thankfully, my dad went through the higher education system, and he knew enough about loans and money and all that to be able to tell me, Evelyn, calculate your living expenses, send the rest back. Did you know you can do that? You can reject extra loan money. Financial aid in general and student loans specifically are not something to play with. But once that loan refund check hit, I urge you, if you don't need that money to live, send it back. Because it might just be $3,000 now, but with interest in 10 years, you a whole 28-year-old woman, it can be a problem. Don't make that mistake. Next mistake, not dropping classes. Now, every university is different, so I'm gonna need for you to take this advice, but also maintain a strong relationship with your advisor to make sure that you are on track to graduate on time. All right, that's my little disclaimer. I'm not saying after half the semester is over. I'm saying you can usually get a good feel of the class within the first week or two. And in your particular university, there might be a certain number of days that you have that you can drop the class without financial penalty. Okay? But a big mistake you make in college is thinking you're stuck doing something. College is all about making choices that are best for you and the way that you learn and your money. You the one getting that loan payment. You're the one that's gonna have to pay that back. So why not try to ensure as best as you can? Because there are just some classes that you're gonna have to take, and yes, the professor does not care because he's 78. But then there are some classes where you can be like, you know what? This is not giving me what I need. She's doing a bit much. Drop. An example, I had signed up for a class, I think it was some feminism, Chicana, Latina, Blackie Brown, fists in the air. And I wanted to take the class because I thought finally, Tumblr was new back when I was in college. So we didn't really have that sort of education. So college seemed to be the place where you could finally go to read these sorts of books and to learn about these people. And I go to this class and the professor is just knuck if you buck. I'm not ready. I was not ready. I knew, but I was exhausted on a molecular level. I could feel my DNA sigh. I knew that class was not going to be good for me at that time. And since it was a literature class, it was an elective. It was something that I could make up in other ways down the line in my college career. I dropped it that day. I left the class. First day of class, left, dropped. A big mistake that I urge you to avoid making if you can help it, and hopefully this video will give you some gumption. You feel me? Not making people do their job. Or a nice way of putting it is not allowing people to service you in the ways that they're getting paid to help you out. College is very scary, especially if you are a first-generation college student and you don't have somebody to help you fill out forms, to understand what the FAFSA means. FAFSA. It is somebody's job to help you somewhere. It is someone's job to make sure you are not confused or lost. It is their job to educate you. It is somebody's job to help you understand what classes you need to take to graduate. If you're struggling to understand how to write a paper, there should be a program, a class, a center, a writing center at your university. So do not be ashamed, afraid, to roll up on somebody respectfully. Don't be ashamed to ask for help because you are paying for this, bro. Like, I don't know another way of telling you how urgent it is to be in control of your education. As your internet cousin, I want to let you know that I'm rooting for you. This one might get me in trouble. I love some good biblical comedy, you know what I'm saying? I love to take the Bible out of context. Pastors do it all the time. So Ecclesiastes such and such, it says something about it's a time for everything. As your internet cousin, I will say that you should take that same approach to college. And even if you're not in college, this just helps you be a well-rounded individual. There's a time for everything. The biggest mistake you can make is going all in on one thing and ignoring the other activities and organizations and people and experiences that will enrich your life as a whole. Essentially, everything in moderation. If you're a parent of a child in college, you might want to close your ears, okay? There's a time for partying. There is a time. There is a time for socializing. Okay, you can unplug your ears now. Studying, yes, study all the time without ceasing. And finally, do not make this mistake and think that your education stops or ends in the classroom. Because you're going to be feeling real foolish, okay? You're going to feel like that raggedy fox in the chair meme, you know the one? When you realize that a college diploma alone doesn't really get you anywhere automatically. Yes, children, it is the great lie of our day and age. Think about it this way. In college, you are paying for access. Access to people, okay? Those people being your professors and whatnot, that you would not have otherwise ever had access to. I paid money, okay? And my father, thank you. We paid money. I learned storytelling from Pulitzer Prize winning writers. So if paying for college and being in college gives you access, please don't make the mistake of not doing anything with that access. Educate yourself beyond the classroom. Granted, if you're poor and in college, you don't always have the time to do these other luxurious things. You don't have the financial ability to work for free at an internship. I recognize all of that. When it comes to schoolwork alone, I'm just talking about schoolwork, that's the least busy you will ever be in your whole life. 15 hours a week in a classroom. In each class, you got but 2 tests. The whole semester, you go to class twice a week. What are you going to do with the rest of that time? Take this time to read. Take this time to be an apprentice. Follow someone around. Build something. Those dudes that throw parties together, they are learning to be entrepreneurs. People who start their first Black student union in their university. People who in college, they started a magazine, like a photography collective of people who just like take photos. They started fashion blogs. They started music groups. They started businesses. Braid hair, girl, and have an Instagram to go with it. Something. Do something. Because it shows resourcefulness. It shows leadership. It shows being able to work and collaborate with others. Because your diploma on its own, hey, in this day and age, can I do it? So hopefully in these few minutes, I have saved you years of heartache. And now, a word from our sponsor. Shout out to Audible for sponsoring this video. They have a massive selection of audiobooks and podcasts and other types of programming that you can listen to during those last few sweet moments of summer. You can also use it to educate yourself beyond the classroom, like I suggested, and learn more about yourself and the world around you. I strongly recommend the book, The Defining Decade by Meg J. Listen, if you are in your 20s, or you're on the precipice, or you know somebody in their 20s, or about to be in their 20s, you need to listen to this book. And I suggest this book whether or not you're in college, because it doesn't matter, because we all have lives that need to be lived and time that can't be wasted. Amen? Meg J is a clinical psychologist, and in this book, she makes the case, and I believe it firmly, that your 20s is not some big waiting room where you kind of just like sit there and wait for your 30s and adulthood to begin. You're not dead, fam. Making decisions that will help your 30s and your 40s and your 50s, amen, be a bit smoother, okay? Be a bit more comfortable To start your free 30-day trial membership, visit audible.com/Evelyn or text Evelyn to 500-500. With that, you get a free audiobook and you can press play on my recommendation, my strong recommendation, The Defining Decade by Meg J. Or you can choose whatever book you want, and the book is yours to keep, even if you don't maintain your Audible account, because they're not trifling. So visit audible.com/Evelyn or text Evelyn to 500-500. In the comments below, 2 things. Leave a comment telling me a couple things you wish you knew when you were in college, and hopefully it'll help someone out. Alternatively, if you are watching this and you need help, please leave a comment asking a question. The more specific, the better. I'm trying to get us to ask better questions, and we will dive into the comments to help you out. We will be the internet auntie, uncle, cousin that you need. You got this, okay? Good luck. And then we'll see you on the internet somewhere. Bye.